Alright guys, well we're out again on a beautiful winter day. We're doing some winter camping. This time we're not actually alone. As you can probably see behind me, I've got Edward Shin, and then next to him we have Donald with Soft Roading the West. Behind us over here we have Chris with Adventure Centric on Instagram, and then we have Tyler with Recon Over on Instagram behind us. But we're actually out in just a little campground right now. It's a good place that we could get to and have a good spot for everybody to kind of set up their rigs. But this is just gonna be a base camp. We're actually gonna go off today and do a little playing in the snow with the rigs, you know, where we've got a bunch of people and we can all help each other out. We're just gonna go see where we can go and maybe get stuck a little bit. Maybe there'll be some winching. But in the end, I think we'll have a good fun day and it's gonna just be a good time, and hopefully you guys will join us. All right, so we're headed up into the mountains here. We're gonna actually try to get into a lake that I tried to get into a couple times last year, and that was when there wasn't really much snow down low here. So I think that it's gonna be fairly challenging now, but hopefully with a group of us and you know, winches and shovels and recovery boards and all that stuff, maybe we can make it happen this time. All right, folks, so we've been following elk tracks right here on the road for a little bit. It's been, I've been hoping to see them, and we finally did. Unfortunately, they're about 100 yards back into the woods and a little hard. I'm hopefully getting a little bit of footage. You can see a little bit of movement, but I don't really have a strong enough lens to really get in there so you guys can get a good look at them, but it is kind of cool to see them in this winter conditions. All right, well, so far it's been pretty easy going. I mean, the snow's gotten fairly deep, but it's soft in the middle, so it, you know, kind of breaks away pretty easily. We're definitely starting to drag diffs and everything at this point, but so far so good. Also, it helps that, you know, there's been other people up here already on some of the track we're driving so far, and it's already been kind of broken down a little bit, but I'm suspecting that we're going to make a turn here fairly soon and we'll get on some stuff that at least hasn't been driven on today. But even as it is right now, it's pretty deep right in the middle, and I'm pretty impressed with how well the Donald's doing with the Subi back there, because I know he's got to be plowing snow. All right, this is where it should get a little bit more interesting. We're on fresh snow. All right, well, I've managed to be the first one to get stuck. The truck just slid right off the road into kind of the ditch area, and I can't get it back up on. It just basically, at this point, has got me pretty well sucked in. So I'm just gonna throw the winch out real quick to a tree and see if I can get myself back up on the center of the road and see if we can get going again. I needed to pull this winch out anyways because I hadn't pulled it back out and relined it since I used it last. So this is a good reason to use it. All right, so I got my worn air bag out. This gives me all the recovery stuff that I typically need. Since we're going to a tree, I want to make sure I put a tree strap on it so we protect the tree. We don't want to damage it. So, tree strap. And then what I like to do with the bag is use the loop like this and go through it so that I got this weight on the shackle. Or another thing you can do is just kind of go through it like this, basically to put some weight on the winch, just in case it was to break loose, that hopefully the weight of the bag will keep it from flying back on us. So we'll just put the bag back here a little ways, zip this up, and there, like that. So if that was to break or anything or come loose, hopefully it won't, it'll catch this bag and not come flying back and kill me. So, which would be awesome.
I think you're good. You don't want to winch too much out of the road, right?
Well, I gotta get a little bit just because the back end's just still sliding over.
Got
it. So what I'm gonna do here real quick is I'm gonna go ahead and pull the winch line completely out again and then re-wrap it so that it's wrapped well, so that because you know it had a bunch of tension on it and it's all crossed, it can be really bad on the rope. So I want to go ahead right now and pull it all out and then rewind it really nice and straight. All right, well, since we're starting to have some problems, I'm gonna go ahead and air down. Being the fact this is a heavy truck, full size heavy truck, I usually keep these things around 60 pounds of pressure. So we're gonna go down to like 20. I don't want to go too far because I don't want to run the risk of coming off my bead. But 20 pounds on this truck is gonna give me a lot of bag out in the tires, and that will give me a lot more traction. All right, well, we're on our way again. So far the truck's kind of cruising along, and as I say that, we get stuck again. Hold on. Everything was going well just as I started to talk, then it drifted off to the side, and I'm thinking it's going to keep doing that. We're plowing, looks like we're starting to actually plow pretty good. What I may have to do is relinquish front and get Tyler up here because he's actually got the most clearance of all the vehicles, and we'll see if he can break snow for everybody, and then we'll follow him behind. So I'm gonna have him come up front. Can we all get to the side, because I don't think the Ford's gonna go any further. Can we get to the side and see if Tyler can go by us since he's got most clearance and break snow, and see if we can get any further?
Why don't we back up to the place where it's kind of more open so that we can switch positions?
10-4 on that. I think that's probably a good plan, or else I think we're all going to end up stuck here. All right, guys, so we've gone as far as we're gonna go. Tyler was able to get a lot further than I was getting with the Ford, but even with his rig, we got to the point where the snow's a good, you know, probably 3.5, 4 feet deep, and it's up above his license plate. And we thought about maybe trying to throw some front chains on his rig, and you know, we probably could have pushed through a little bit further.
1 second,
But the reality is, I don't think I don't think we would have ever made it because we're still a long ways from the lake, and we're just got a lot further to go from here. So we're gonna turn around, we're gonna hit a tiny little store that's back in the woods here, and grab some lunch. All right, well, we just got done eating lunch at the Camp Sherman store. I really like it. I mean, Camp Sherman's just a cool little community, really small, kind of back up in the woods behind Sisters. The store is pretty much an all-in-one, little country store. It has just about everything you can think of, including a little fly fishing shop. Especially if you're coming up interested in fly fishing in Metolius, there's a good chance you can go in there and get some good information and flies and whatever you need to fish the river. But they also, like I said, had a little deli, and we all got lunch, and now we're gonna head back to camp and kind of just hang out and chill for the rest of the day. All right, guys, well, we are starting to get packed up. We're gonna get out of here. Didn't do a ton of filming last night. Mainly we just kind of hung out, had a good time around the campfire, just swapping stories and talking YouTube and talking overlanding, and it's just, good time with friends. Yesterday was just a lot of fun. We may not actually be that prepared for deep snow. Our rigs are not really set up for that, but hey, it was a good time, and in the end we all had fun, and that's all that really matters. We didn't make it up there to where we were talking, but we had a really good time trying. So, but anyways, I'm just, like I said, I'm finishing up. I've got my tires airing up over here, and then we're gonna get out of here. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video, and if you did, please give it a like. Make sure you check out Edward's channel. I'll put a link at the end of the video, and also Donald's channel, Soft-Roading the West. I'll put links to both of their channels at the end of the video. Definitely check them out. They're doing some fun things, and I think you guys, if you're enjoying my content, I think you'll enjoy their content as well. So, and then of course, if you found my channel and this is the first time video you've seen, check out some of my other content and consider subscribing. And we'll catch you guys again outside.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time, it's clear to see. From up here, the world seems small. We can sit together. It's so beautiful, you and me. We meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free.